Yes.
Bring us back to the end of that first half, and you have the return for the touchdown there, and it gets called back because of a supposed block in the back. Do you feel that kind of took the wind out of yourself?
No, we had plenty. We went to halftime. I'll have to look at the film and see about the call. I'm not going to, coaches on there said it was a very questionable call, which obviously hurt us, but no, we went at halftime. It's the third quarter that got us today.
Coach, aside from the two turnovers to start the third quarter for you guys, Gilmer was able to move the ball a lot better on the defense in the second half. What were they doing differently in the second half against your defense?
Well, they're throwing the ball. We knew they couldn't run the ball against us. It didn't feel like that all week, but they threw the ball. We busted the coverage down there. A couple of turnovers now. And I don't know that we mentally came out of the dressing room. In fact, I know we did come out of the dressing room mentally the second half as we went into the first half now. But that's a credit to the Gilmer. You can't take anything away from them. There's not any weak sisters at this time of year. A good football team, and you can't take any time off. So we had a couple of turnovers, a drop pass down there that killed us in the turnover in the end zone.
Coach, in the first half, it seemed like on third down especially, you guys were able to dial up the right play versus whatever defense they had called. Was that just a matter of you guys had them scouted real well?
Yes, we pretty well. I'll tell you what, Coach Dyer and offensive staff thought did a heck of a job in preparation of our football team. Now, we knew they was going to do certain things. They went in and, of course, adjusted some things at halftime, as we always do. It may be for the positive or the negative, but, yeah, they had some things going on there that we thought that we could exploit.
Did it on the field in the second half, did it kind of just feel like everything kind of started snowballing as far as getting worse with the play?
Yes, sir. We came out in the second half and we looked dead from the start. And I put that on myself as a leader, not getting the guys focused and just not getting them prepared for the second half. So, that's on me.
Paul, in the first half, you guys were able to run the ball pretty well. From your perspective, did the Gilmer defense, did they make any adjustments from what you could see in the second half? They were able to contain the running game a little bit better and keep Baldwin from breaking off a lot of big runs.
They really didn't make that much adjustments. It was the same as the first half. We just didn't come out focused.
Let me help Paul with that. Now they stuck a couple more in the box. They knew we had the cushion, and we were going to try to run the football to burn some of the clock and stuff. So, yeah, they loaded. They had a few more than we could block in there. So, and then of course we continued to run the thing, try to run the thing. We tried to burn up the clock, but then defense, Paul, he sees a 5 technique, an under technique, and one guy over in the blocking scheme. But they were walking them up. They were putting more people in the box.
Coach, after the third quarter, you guys were still leading, but it looked like, at least in the fourth, the team was just exhausted. How tired was your team?
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I always think we're in great shape, and I still do. But we have a number of guys going both ways, which they did too, but not as many as we did. And we were running a little bit. Our tank was a little bit on empty. If we'd have made a player here or two there, had turned that ball over in the end zone, had dropped a pass down in the corner, down there was a fixed lead for big. I guarantee you'd have seen us rise up. So, we were on the ropes and stuff, but I don't know. I still think we was in great shape, great condition. We just had a number of guys that completely exhausted ourselves, primarily in the first half.
Coach, talk about your guys' defensive effort in the first half, because this is a Gilmer team that had put up, 33 points in the first quarter last week, and been putting up great numbers on offense all year, and to really shut them out in the first half.
Well, they do. That's what they pay me the big money for, so to speak. We go in and they do certain things out of certain sets. And got Coach Traylor, he gave us our defensive staff a great compliment and saying, "Hey," he said, "I knew y'all play y'all 50 defense better than we played ours. That you would adjust and stuff." And they did certain things that we were going to take away in their game, and we kept them out of their what we call a cobra 2-back type stuff with our scoring stuff. So we knew that they would have primarily a spread offense with 4 wideouts in the game at all times, limited running situations. So that's the thing that helped us. The score primarily helped us there.
Coach Thompson, what do you think was the turning point of the game, the play where you think was the real turning? What was it, the fumble, the end zone, that Gilmer recovered for the touchdown, or what?
Yes, sir. I think that had a whole lot to do with it. We turned that one over in the end zone, but just prior to that, I believe we threw an interception. We threw an interception down, and they hit a big play on us now. And I went down there and threw a little pass in a busted coverage to one of their wideouts down there off one of our sophomore corners. And so I think that was the big turning point. Then we come right back and fumble the ball in the end zone. That was a big deal. You know, we knew going in against
the interception prior to the touchdown in the end zone was
true. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I thought that was a big turning point. Tried to force the ball at that particular time, you know, and that was a big turning point right there for us.
Coach, just looking through the personnel that you ran through this year, the quarterback position, you got the injury at running back. I mean, you just kept plugging in guys there, and they kept stepping up. When you look back at this season, how big was that for you to have kids step up like they did?
We've talked about that all along. You know, I've told a lot of people that the adversity we faced during the course of the year in the loss of a couple of quarterbacks and some other players. We lost, if we go back and look at it, there were 5 starters that didn't finish the year with us, but we had somebody step up each and every time. So that goes on me, you know, because I had 5 starters there that we were counting on, and the backup stepped up. You know, I can't say enough about Jackson Dallas, a sophomore that comes out and steps into that situation, and we win 13 games with him. But that's on me because very poor judge of athletic ability. The backup players were better than the starters. So, but no, that's what our program's about. We're blue collar, work our tail off. We talk about it all the time. Nobody but the Mustangs felt like we could get there. You know, way back in, we lose a quarterback. Then we lose 2 quarterbacks. The guys, our senior leadership stepped up, especially these 2 guys right here. And you have a little guy that was a JV quarterback last year, and Jackson Dallas, that steps in there and becomes our quarterback. And everybody out there believed in Jackson. So, and Jack, and we made it to the state championship game with him.
DT, you know, from here you graduate, gonna go All-Star game, then you're going straight to Alabama. But I know this is a tough loss, but looking back, what's gonna be the final memories of the season?
But my season, the memories don't matter. I mean, I lost in the state championship game. I really let my teammates down. I feel like I let my community down, my coaches left because I wasn't the leader. I was down, and everybody got down when I was supposed to be one to pick them up. And I feel my teammates, my coaches left, and my community. I apologize.
Question. Okay.
First off, Deontay, no, you didn't. Not at all. So,
I don't concur with that either, guys. I'm telling you now, I love these 2 guys up here, and I've told them before, and we didn't go out here to lose a game. We went out to win the football game. We just undershot the runway a little bit if we was an airplane, you know. So.
And Coach, I mean, you just got a hats off. Gilmer just played great. They're the state champion.
Exactly right.
The state champion.
Exactly right. I've been here. This is the 5th time here, and you know, it hurts for about a week. When you stop and look at it, you look around, and other people are playing basketball. We're playing football today. We played all the way through December. We preach to the kids, if you're playing in the month of December, you're pretty dang good in the state of Texas. This ain't no little bitty, I don't want to badmouth Rhode Island, anybody from Rhode Island. This is Texas, is where it's at, okay? So, you know, everybody's got players. Everybody's got coaches. But our players stepped up above and beyond. So.
Coach Thompson, real quick, just to talk about this group of seniors and what they meant to the team, guys like Deontay, Trey Spencer, Will Johnson. I mean, just how hard is it going to be to go on next year without them?
Well, they're going to require that we play a schedule without them next year. But not being smart, I miss these guys. These guys were freshmen when I got the job. I've watched them grow. I've watched them grow from little ninth graders, and as this went on, and with me, excuse my statement, bitching and moaning and pushing them and working the doo-doo out of them all year round, and they've rose up and gotten better. And these guys, I'll never forget these guys, because in the future, wherever I'm at, you know, these young men will be fine, solid, productive citizens in society in the future. These are guys that'll have families and big time jobs. I may need a raise from some of them someday, but they'll have big time jobs and raise families, and they're solid citizens. A lot of character.
Coach, were you aware that, and I realize this may be scant comfort, but were you aware that you held Gilmer to fewer points than any team they played this year?
Yes, sir. Very much aware of that. I knew that they was a phenomenal amount of points. And I've been up every night all week this week dissecting film and stuff, and everybody I looked at, yes, sir, I knew that, and I'm still upset about that. They had too many today, you know. So, but it's a tremendous credit to Coach Traylor and his staff. They got some athletes over there.